The following is a brief presentation of various styles of architecture that have developed not only on American soil, but have influenced architecture throughout the whole world.
American architecture has largely been defined by suburbia. This sprawling form of detached, single-family, automobile-dependent houses arose due to the increased availability of the automobile and the increased demand for housing after World War II. It has largely defined the culture of the American dream. The Big Duck on Long Island, New York is a prime example of novelty architecture, which has its roots in advertising and rose to prominence with the spread of the automobile from the 1930s onward. Originally a poultry shop, the structure was built in 1931 and measures 20 feet tall.
The Oakley's headquarters in Foothills Ranch, California, was designed by Oakley's director Colin Baden with Langdon Wilson Architecture. It is a very unique design that emphasizes steel construction. It was opened in 1998.
Another larger scale example of novelty architecture is the Longaberger headquarters in Newark, Ohio. This building is in the shape of a basket, which is the signature product of the company. The building is 7 stories tall and was built in 1997. The Balch House in Oak Park, Illinois is an example of prairie-style architecture, which is considered America's first unique architectural style. Created by Frank Lloyd Wright in the early 19th century, it is inspired by the broad, flat landscape of America's Midwest and was developed on the single-family suburban house.
Falling Water is located on the Bear Run River, immaculately designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. My love for this building begins during its excavation. They found a massive rock, which he then designed his entire house around, leaving its natural beauty.
Designed by renowned American architect Frank Gehry, the Walt Disney Concert Hall is thought to be one of the greatest designs to have changed the direction of architecture in the United States. Designed in 1991 and built in 2003, the building is clad in stainless steel panels and sail-like forms and is a truly unique architectural vision.
The Fuller Building is also known as the Flatiron Building due to its towering iron frame during construction. Designed by Daniel Burnham and Frederick P. Dinkelberg, it was opened in June of 1902.
The United States Supreme Court building is an example of the Beaux-Arts style of neoclassical architecture that heavily influenced American architecture from 1880 to 1920. Designed by celebrated architect Cass Gilbert and built in 1935, the building was influenced by ideas of Greek democracy, Roman law, and Renaissance humanism.
The beautiful Banff Spring Hotel is located in the gorgeous Banff National Park. It was originally built in the late 1880s, facing the wrong direction. Over the years, it went through many large renovations. Built in 1930, the Empire State Building is a whopping 443 meters to its tip. On a Saturday morning in July 1945, it was struck by a B-25 bomber, and yet it was open that Monday morning. Located in downtown Detroit, Michigan, the GM Renaissance Center is a group of interconnected skyscrapers and contains the world headquarters of General Motors. The Central Tower contains one of the tallest all-hotel skyscrapers in the world. It is the tallest building in Michigan since it was built in 1977.
4 39-story office towers surround the 73-story hotel rising from a square-shaped podium. The Brutalist modern style structure is one of the world's largest commercial complexes, totaling over 5.5 million square feet. The buildings are concrete construction with glass curtain walls. The complex is so immense that it has been termed a city within a city. The buildings occupy a 14-acre site, and the central tower reaches 727 feet. In fact, the building is so large that it has its own zip code.
The original design of the GM Renaissance Center was led by architect John Portman. The interior design of the complex is based around multi-story interior atria. The building was renovated in 2004 and a 5-story winter garden atrium was added.
The complex is famous for its cylindrical design, with the smaller cylinders on the sides housing the elevators. A portion of the central atrium houses GM World, a showcase for General Motors vehicles. In a recent announcement, the exhibit will be expanded to more than double the size and will be complete by 2018.
The Burj Al Arab is a luxurious hotel in the shape of a sail built in Dubai. They built an island off the shore just for it. Amazingly, there is 39% of the hotel that is non-occupable. Ram Kooless was one of the architects on the CCTV headquarters building. It took 8 years from breaking ground to occupancy due to its magnitude and a fire. It is an amazing 54-story tall building.
Another example of American influence overseas is the Elbphilharmonie in Hamburg, Germany. The modern concert hall and residential complex was built on top of an old warehouse building and is 26 stories tall. Approximately 1,000 of the glass windows are curved.
The Gherkin. You may also know it as the 30 St. Mary Axe building or the Swiss Re building, designed by Norman Foster and Ken Shuttleworth. It is an outstanding 180 meters tall.
As you can see, the architectural style of the United States is eclectic, groundbreaking, and full of tradition. These unique forms have influenced other architects around the world, making American architecture a global influence.